Hi, good morning everyone. So today we are going to talk about SICAM 8000 series modules, and we'll explain about the product, what product series is available under SICAM 8000. So now we'll describe the functions and the protocols supported by CP 8000, 8021, 8022 and CP 8031 and CP 8050. Now come to the application. What application this SICAM 8000 will be used, or it is still used in the market. It is used in the hydropower electric stations, railway power supply, I mean the traction power supply. It is used for the solar and the wind projects, or we can say farms. It is work as a communication gateway at the substation level. It is used for the distribution substations and some of the industrial application. Now we'll talk about the engineering tool used for configure the SICAM 8000. The product name is SICAM Device Manager. So in SICAM Device Manager, it's really simple, and user able to create the project and device in the folder structure, where the parameterization efforts is required less as per compared to SICAM Toolbox 2. Duplication of the device and the automatic adjustment of the specific parameters. If let it be assumed, if some parameters need to adjust by commissioning engineer or by engineering team, same will be done in easy manners, we can say. And another part is the parameter downloading. Okay, and there is one extra feature added as per compared to SICAM Toolbox 2, that is SICAM PEP. So user able to access the diagnostic part and some of the monitoring simulation required during commissioning activities. Same will be carried out by a SICAM PEP. Now we'll talk about SICAM modules. SICAM modules, uh, there are a lot of 3 to 4 kind of modules. It consists with the processor module, power supply and the expansion modules. So now we'll talk about what modules they are. The module is CP8000, CP8021, CP8022. CP8022 come with the GPRS with external power supply. So there are few IO modules. Okay, so now we'll talk about CP. There is CI8520 and 21. So this is the Ethernet communication modules where user able to configure the communication protocol interfaces. So these modules support up to 5 ports. CP820 support all Ethernet ports, and CP8021 support 8521 support 2 ports with SFP modules. Either it is RJ, either it is fiber. It depends upon the need. So CP8050, this is the processor, the main processor of this family. CI8530, 332. These are the modules support for the expansion of IOs. And so now we'll talk about SICAM 8000 system overview. So we'll talk about the power supply, master modules, 8000 IO firmwares, IO modules, remote IO modules, TM IO modules, configuration rules for the SICAM 8000 IO modules. We'll talk about configuration rules for the SICAM IO modules, I mean the TM modules, communication interfaces, firmware structure and the data flow test, and one another thing is the engineering part. So now we'll talk about power supply devices. So the power supply devices is support in this family is four devices, that is PS8620, PS8622, PS8640, 8642. So PS820 and 8640 support 24 to 60 volt DC, and 8622 to 8642 support 110 volt DC. But the difference is only the consumption, because 8620 and 22 support up to 12 watt wattage, and 40 and 422 42 support 45 watt. So this is the power supply product overview. So you are able to see which module support which power supply. I mean 24 to 60 volt DC, either 110 to 220 volt DC, and how much wattage support by this power supply. So available power for the IO modules, this is 7 watt, 7 watt, 8 watt, like this. So this is the power supply IO rows. I mean there are two methods. Either user can use CI modules, I mean CI 8530, 31, 32, 33 for power up the IO modules. Either user also add power supply modules with CI modules if the power consumption of that particular row is increased. Master module CP8000. This is a master module, comes with the display, and there it supports some of the interfaces, like four communication interfaces. So two into Ethernet ports, like 61850 and 104 Modbus, and 1232 and 1485. So it is having this display also, and integrated inputs and outputs is binary inputs and the 8 binary outputs. So features supported by CP8000: data node functionality, organization of data flow from to the communication interfaces, TCP/IP for LAN WAN connections, RS485 telecontrol function, time management for time synchronization, SNTP support up to 4 NTP servers, redundancy support, monitoring and simulation of signals, support programmable for open and closed loop functions, decentralized archived loadable firmware, extra. So now we'll talk about the system architecture for support by CP8000. The basic system for CP8000 consists of the following components. One is master module with an internal power supply module. Second is internal IO modules. Based on the requirement, the basic system can be expanded up to 4 optional protocol element. Okay, so system architecture CP8021. The basic system of CP8021 consists of the following components: is master module, external power supply, and support all the things same, but the difference is only with CP8021 and 22 is the GPRS, inbuilt GPRS. So communication ports, so we'll talk about the communication ports. CP8000 and 8021 support up to 4 interfaces, 2 TCP/IP, and 2 serial ports. Okay, and now we'll talk about CP22 provides moreover 1 serial interface, that is X6, and 1 GPRS antenna, that is X7 port. So communication protocols, these are the communication protocols available with respect to the modules like CP8000 and 8021, 8022. Third party communications. Thank you.